Good morning, West Michigan, and welcome to 8West. It is Friday. It's Veterans Day, and we have Matt Kirkwood. It's interesting because we had agreed to have you as our guest co-host today long before we realized that yesterday would be the first snow event of the season.
Depending on your view, we're either really popular right now or not so popular.
Isn't it so funny? There were two distinct reactions that I got from people yesterday when the snow started to fall. There were people who were like, ugh, it was just kind of this groan was the only noise they could make.
That was my mom. She's like, ugh.
We all know that noise, right? And then when my daughter Jen got home from school, she was so happy. She went outside, take a picture of me with snow on my head.
Yeah, my kids were so excited. They called me at work, Daddy, Daddy, it's snowing.
I know.
It's cool to see that, though, that there's still a generation out there that likes the snow. And hey, you kind of have to. You live in Michigan.
I know we have to like it. Well, I had to take pictures because I had to take some video last night on my back deck because the snowflakes were so big and so flat. You know, that's what happens when you get a high water content of the snow. This is off my back deck. The snowflakes in some cases were as big as $half.
That's a beautiful scene right there.
Isn't that nice? Yeah, everything all covered up.
So you didn't have dinner out on the deck last night?
We didn't, unfortunately, but we did realize that someone, whoever was the last one to use the grill, forgot to cover it up.
Bill.
That was my husband, I think, because I remember the last time we grilled, he was the grill master. We had burgers on the grill.
At least he's grilling dinner,
and a half ago. So anyway, the good news is the snow's all melt away here over the weekend. Well, the good news if you're not somebody who really wants to have the snow around.
Well, speaking of that snow, Logan was so excited. Both the kids were very excited. They wanted to get out and shovel what was out there. And what was cool about yesterday, I mean, within a span of 20 minutes, we went from sunshine, horizontal grapple, snowflakes that you were showing, a $half size, and she could not wait to get out and start shoveling. And we'll see how long this lasts.
Exactly. Daddy,
She would take the snow that she was shoveling, she'd put it in a jar and bring it, and she wanted to save it in our freezer.
Aw, that's so sweet. Did you tell her, have you seen Bill Steffen's forecast?
Yeah, right.
85 inches this year?
Yeah. So that was Logan, and Aiden's like, yeah, I've had enough. I want to go inside and make brownies with Daddy.
There you go. Your twins kind of flip-flopping roles.
Yeah.
Your son Aiden, who takes after his dad, probably makes the best brownies around.
Yeah, they were delicious. I forgot to bring them in. Sorry.
Well, it's probably a good thing because what many of you may not realize, during the month of November, Matt Kirkwood has the opportunity to come and be a part of the Daybreak team.
Yes.
And so as his little treat on Friday, I call it Special Breakfast Morning Friday, and I drive through one of the 24-hour restaurants and bring Matt a treat. So this morning it was a little sausage sandwich and a yogurt parfait. And then Fred Corbis, who's our sales director, came in early this week as well to just kind of give support to the Daybreak team. And he brought in donuts. And so Matt has, let's just say, he's probably overdosed on some of those naughtier food elements
I'm really sucking it in this morning.
Yeah. Need to borrow my Spanx or my girdle?
Yeah,
exactly.
Delicious. Thank you very much, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, when our security guard, when I got in this morning, because Matt comes in a little before I do, the security guard said, Matt's so happy that you're having the bags of food. Favorite day of the week.
I will not be calling in on any Friday morning.
No, absolutely not. Well, we know that today is Veterans Day. It's a very special day in it that it is 11/11/11. And so we want to say thank you so much to the men and women who've served our country and the sacrifices their families make so many years. I've shared this picture as my favorite picture of my daddy in uniform. My dad was an Air Force member for about 25 years, and then he actually retired from the Air Force and had a second career in the military, well, in the government as a mailman. But this is me and my daddy from probably 1969. I'm guessing this is from about 68 or 69 because he was either getting ready to leave for Vietnam or had just gotten back from Vietnam. And you would always, anytime he was at the kitchen table, you would find me right by his side.
Oh, that's fantastic. Love that picture.
I love that picture. That's my favorite.
My grandfather Kirkwood served in the Korean War, and he's one of the vets along with my uncle, Uncle Mike, who went to Vietnam as well. But when I think of a vet, what conjures up that memory for me is when I was much younger. About 11 years old, I participated in a Northern Little League, it was called, and it was, the fields are right across the street from the old vets facility, and there was a vet that would come to every one of our games. And he was religious with it. He would not miss it, just like many of our parents. And he would only root for our team.
Really? What was your name of your
The
team?
Rasmussen Roofing and Siding, and I honestly don't know if they still exist anymore. But he was down there, and he loved us, and we loved him. And he was down there. He was basically our #1 fan. And what we did for him, we got him a baseball cap, also a jersey, and we ended up winning our championship.
Really?
Little League that year.
Congratulations.
And so we were also very happy. Then about 2 weeks later, he passed away. And we did I don't know if I should have moved
No,
this.
don't move that
There
yet.
we go. Sorry about that, Patty. That's why this picture is right here. This is back in '82, and we're all invited to the Veterans Facility for his funeral and pay tribute to him. And this made the front page back in 1982 and back in
you're
June. And that's me on the left, and my good old friend in the middle. Yeah,
And your
that brings
friend
back memories.
And your friend there is crying.
Yeah,
It's so sad.
yeah, it was sad. It was sad.
He must have been just like a part of your, almost like an adopted grandparent.
He was, I guess we were kind of his family, because come to find out, his family was out of state. So he
Okay.
kind of adopted us
Wow.
as their family. So that was cool.
That is so great. We need to get a hold of the Grand Rapids Press and see if we can find you a little better copy of that from 1982. I'm sure they still have it.
You know how
on-
many times this morning I heard, you need to laminate that.
I know. I can't believe it's all torn. What a great story, Matt. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Well, you're welcome.
Aw, fantastic. Well, also a big event going on tonight in honor of Veterans Day, and of course it being 11/11/11. The Michigan State University Spartans are going to be playing a massive basketball game on an aircraft carrier.
Pioneering game. 7 o'clock tonight, ESPN. And, you know, the captain of the USS Vincent, Carl Vincent, he's from North Carolina. So guess who's he rooting for?
I'm sure. And President Obama will be in attendance at this game. And I understand you even have a friend who was offered tickets.
For $10,000.
For $10,000.
If you wanted to go.
If you wanted to go, it will be $10,000. But ESPN will be actually airing the game at 7 o'clock tonight. We know we have a lot of Spartan fans around here, so I'm guessing that the lion's share of the people here associated with Wood TV will be rooting for the Spartans.
I bet they'll do this yearly.
They
Hopefully.
should. Absolutely. Camouflage uniforms,
Yeah.
special uniforms, and on the back, instead of the players' names, it says USA.
Cool.
So, very
Great
cool.
idea.